if you're drowning right now, you don't want to sit there and have someone tell you about how incredible this yacht is, right? It's like, I don't care. I just want a life raft. That's like anything to grab onto. I don't care about your yacht or like how good it is. And so I see so many people being overwhelmed because they're trying to do everything. They're like trying to design the super yacht whilst keeping their head above water. So based on the context that you just gave me, I would forget about content, because right now you need clients and you don't need content to create clients. Content is just a leveraged way of getting work. And this is what I try and explain to everybody, right? You think about this concept of marketing and sales. The idea of marketing is just to make sales easier. It's just to take that process that you have in a sales conversation of the education and the insights and all of that stuff and just make it easier. So your sales conversation is easier. But old school, like before the internet, people would just go out and start conversations with prospects, and that process would just be longer because you'd have to have 10 conversations, 50 conversations, 100 conversations, and gradually take everybody through that process of education and insight and the whole thing that we do when we're selling to people. Now, what you do is you have a book or a video or a podcast, and people listen to that. And so you're having a conversation one to many. You're basically having a conversation at scale. And so by the time they get to the sales conversation, they've already had interactions with you. Or at least in their mind, it feels like it. And this is what Daniel Priestley talks about with the 7-11-4. People feel like they already have that relationship. That is the job of content and marketing ultimately, if you have a business, is to make people feel like they already know, like, and trust you, and give them content that makes you the logical solution to their problem. But you don't need content to do that. Content is just a leveraged way of doing that at scale. You can do that one-to-one. I can go to a networking event and I can be like, hey, Alex, nice to meet you. Like, you know, I love your scarf, or like this furry thing around your neck. It's really cool. Tell me where you got it from, right? And I can just be human and start a conversation and build a relationship with you and learn about you and your business. And if I hear something that I think, oh, I might be able to help with that, or I might be able to introduce you to somebody, then I just offer to do that. And that's the next step. And those conversations are going to be like longer and take more of your time and be more effort. But if I was, and I'm not saying you're just starting a business, but if I was starting a business again, I would forget content and I would forget all of that stuff. I would just go out and have real world conversations with people, because I can ask the questions that I need to know about them and their situation and their business. I can really dig into those objections. I can really get FaceTime and build real relationships with people. So think about it a little bit like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? If you want clients right now and you want cash in the bank, I wouldn't be sitting there every day thinking, oh God, what am I going to post on LinkedIn? I would be reaching out directly to people and trying to have as many conversations as I could, and just getting those 15-minute coffee chats, those networking events, those partnerships, whatever it is, just a way to have as many conversations with people as possible, because that's ultimately where your clients are going to come from.